Tatu. Hello everybody, welcome to Niall's Weekly Roundup, where we discuss what's just happened in Ireland the past week. Where do I start this week? You remember Yousef Palani, the Iraqi refugee who beheaded two Irishmen and mutilated them and gouged out their eyes? Well, he's serving 2 life sentences in prison. And now when the Gardaí looked at his apartment or his house, they found €350,000 in cash in 2 suitcases. So the Irish state obviously seized the money. But now the Iraqi's father, Yousef Palani's father, is now suing the state to get back this money. The clown world we are living in Ireland. But you must ask the question, what was an Iraqi refugee doing with €350,000? We know he was radicalised by Islam. So what exactly was that money to be used for, or where did he get this money? Okay, so that's just breaking right now. Another news story coming out of Tipperary. A foreigner rapes an Irish woman, and get this right, as if that isn't bad enough, he forces the poor woman's daughter to watch. So he has like an axe or a hatchet and forces the poor wee girl to watch as he rapes his mother. And now, when this was in court this week, the actual judge said that mitigating circumstances is that he lacks or he can't speak English very well. You know, this should be brought into consideration, the fact that he doesn't speak English very well. Unbelievable. This is what's happening now in modern, progressive, liberal Ireland. We've abandoned the faith of our forefathers, our Christian faith. We've rid ourselves of the shackles of the Catholic Church. But look what's happening now. Our women are getting raped. Our children are being forced to watch it. Another story coming out of Ireland. I don't know exactly where it is. It might be Dublin, where a woman was getting brutally attacked by, again, another migrant. And she was lucky that an Irish man who had MMA experience, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he was able to handle himself, saw this, and he was able to intervene and apprehend the migrant. So, this is what's happening now in Ireland. Our women are not safe. Our children are not safe. And I could do 50 stories in the past week. I just picked, kind of the breaking news coming out of this past week, where we are spiraling out of control in Ireland to, it's an unsafe country now. Let's make no mistake about it. Ireland has completely opened our borders. 87% of asylum seekers are destroying their passports. We don't know who they are. There's no background checks. There's no deportations. Did you know in Ireland, right? If you didn't know this, you might think I'm lying, but I'm not. Ireland does not have a deportation unit like they do in America with ICE. We ask criminals to self-deport. So after they serve their sentences, they go back home and we send them a letter. Can you please leave our country? And of course, the overwhelming vast majority of them stay, and they still get their benefits, still get their free housing, still get their free social welfare, and you, the Irish taxpayer, is paying for it. Now here's another story for you, right? A migrant who was convicted, who's serving his time in prison for killing someone, he applied for asylum in Ireland and it was rejected, but the High Court have overturned this decision. So you can come to Ireland, right, as a migrant, kill somebody and still get international protection status. You can still claim asylum in Ireland. What a complete joke of a country we are. We are a lawless country. We are an unsafe country. Our ancestors would be ashamed of what's happening now. They're looking down from heaven, and how could they be happy? How could they be happy what's happening in Ireland? Our children can't walk the streets, our women can't walk the streets, our borders are wide open, our youngsters are forced to emigrate to the likes of Australia because there's no housing here for them, there's no jobs here for them. And it's a disgrace that the Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael regime have allowed this to happen. And make no mistake about it, a Sinn Féin government would be no better. They support open borders, mass immigration as well. Now, last but not least, the hate crime legislation has passed in the Dáil. Like, we've been talking about this for a long time. Apparently they've dropped the hate speech part of it, but there's certain groups in Ireland now that have got special privileges. The alphabet people, migrants, they have got special privileges now in Ireland. So you can come into Ireland now and have special privileges. You cannot be criticised. And make no mistake about it, people like myself who have got the guts and the courage to speak out against open borders, mass immigration, who don't want to be replaced in your own country, this legislation is going to be targeting the likes of me. I'm the one going to be targeted for this. But don't worry, I'm not going to stop speaking out. I'm going to keep telling you the truth no matter what happens, because we have to keep telling the truth. So hate crime legislation now has been passed. Like, they can't even define hate. They can't even tell you how many genders there are. And gender is a made up word. There's two sexes, male and female. Not the 72 made up genders that the powers that be are trying to tell us. Okay, everybody, that's it. That's the weekly roundup. Make sure you share these videos with all your friends and family. Very, very important. I'm going to try to keep this going now, because I think it's very important to get the big stories out there every single week. I'll be running in the general election. My name is Niall McConnell in County Donegal, Connell. If you're in Donegal, please vote for Niall McConnell as an independent. My priority is house the Irish people first, not the world. Look after our own, stop forcing our youngsters to emigrate. We need a real voice in the Dáil for the people of Donegal. We will be the forgotten county no more. So vote Niall McConnell, #1 independent, in the up and coming general election. Make sure you share all these videos with your friends and family. And if you want to support my election campaign, you can do so in the description. Chip into my election campaign. We need posters, we need leaflets. We need leaflets dropped to every single household in Donegal. And we need advertising. All the big political parties are funded by the state. I rely solely on you, my listeners, my followers. Like, I'm a sheep farmer from Castlefin. You know, if I want to run a good campaign, I need your support. So chip into my election campaign below, okay? Share these videos with your friends and family. God bless us all. Aaron Gobra.